people have queries about one thing, which is the living standard. California is super expensive. People say it a lot. So what do you think? Is it really expensive or not?
If you have like a degree and you have, a career path, and you could acquire a good job, it's not a problem. But it's you don't when your career when you don't have a career, if you don't have education to have a career, then that's where that struggle is. So like for myself, I was able to live comfortably in California because my career path and what I'm able to do. But is it expensive than normal? Yes, you could go to another state and, like, just for instance, like gas is at least $1 to $2 cheaper, right? So the cost of living and the pay is going to depend on individual's capability. So now let's say, and like I stated, I had moved out of California into Idaho. Now, so that what happened is that my cost of living lowered, but and my pay stayed the same. So I was afforded to do a little bit more in Idaho than California because, things are cheaper out of California. But then again, in Idaho, we get harsh winters and we get harsh summers. So there is a give and take, right? If you want to, enjoy the weather, enjoy, like, the access, because I think the one thing that people don't realize is that California has a lot of access. So like there's major ports there. There's a major commerce that passes through California, and people don't realize that when you're a major commerce state, that things are easier to get. Like things are cheaper to get. The accessibility for everything is a little bit easier. Where you go to Idaho and let's say, electronics are not as readily available, or like for me, I'm interested in cars, so like car parts aren't readily available for where I live at. So there's a give and take. And again, it's just going to be depending on your capabilities for your career. So people would have to really pick their career wisely. If you're going to be in the Bay Area, I highly recommend to be in the tech industry in some way, shape, or form, because the tech industry is prominent right there in the Bay Area. But the good thing is the tech industry pays extraordinarily well.
Okay. So like a lot of access over there, and if I have a lot of money, or like if I have a good career where I'm earning a lot of money, then California can be a good place for me, just because of weather and a lot of accessibility, right?
That's correct. That's correct. And the amenities. I mean, just the amenities of California, and there's a lot of like intangibles. Like again, a lot of those intangibles is basically having just such a diverse like culture, and just the and that diversity of having people around the world. It's something that you can't quantify on paper. You can't quantify in a conversation. It's something that you just have to appreciate, the people and where they're from. And it's a beautiful place to be. It's